Okay, it says it's preparing to go live, so I think we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my comfy couch. Yeah, that's right. Let me go in this Zoom meeting here. 1 second. Let me get this.
Yep, we live.
Okay, cool. All right. So, yes, we had to do an impromptu session tonight. Well, we heard this juicy news that happened. Crazy news that happened with Will Smith and Chris Rock. So say hi when y'all get in the chat, Comfy Couch crew. Thank you for joining us. Let us know what you think throughout the session and we'll get your comments in, okay? So, all right, guys. So just a little quick synopsis of what happened, right? So it's the Oscars last night, right? Chris Rock, is doing his thing with the jokes. Then he gets on Jada. Jada's in the audience with Will and they're laughing, having a good time. Then Chris Rock makes a joke on Jada, right? Saying that she's going to be in, what was it, G.I. Jane Part 2? Yeah, because you remember in G.I. Jane Part 1, who was it, Demi Moore?
Demi
Moore, yeah. That shaved her head. So, Jada's head was shaved right now. So he made a joke saying, okay, she's going to be in Part 2. So Will Smith gets up, walks up to the stage, and bitch slaps Chris Rock. And, right.
And then turns around and walks off there. It turns around and walks off like he's on the runway. Okay. He adjusted his three-piece suit, made sure he was good to go, and walked off that bitch like he was on the runway. Okay.
Okay.
A GQ. He didn't even look back. He wasn't even afraid that Chris Rock was gonna hit him in the back of the head. He confidently, I'm out this bitch.
He did not possible. He did not collect $200.
Right.
I forgot to say all the guests on the show. Juju, we got Jody, and we got Rosie in the background. Say hi, everybody. And when y'all get in the chat again, say hi when y'all come in. So listen, y'all, what was y'all reaction when y'all saw this craziness?
Listen.
Take it on, Juju.
I didn't even see it because I didn't watch it, but then was it this today? It was actually like a topic about everybody was like, did you see what happened with Will Smith? And I'm like, no, I don't know what y'all talking about. So I went and watched it and I was like, wow. But what I had to say was, I said, better Chris Rock than me. Because that would have been my debut performance to get back on the screen. If I was Chris Rock.
Oh, and you see, the thing is that, okay, why he did it is a question too, right? Like, because, supposedly, Jada has a condition, right? What is it?
Alopecia.
Alopecia, where you could, have hair loss. So people are speculating, that's why he was so sensitive about it, because she has that condition and he felt like, go ahead, Jody, tell me.
No, I'm sitting here and I'm trying to, so there's a lot to this. There's many layers to this, okay?
Yep.
So first and foremost, I think that it was amazing how Will Smith stood up for that Black queen. I do not promote violence, but sometimes you got to chin check a motherfucker so that other people realize that you life. But again, it could have been handled differently, whatever. I support what he did. What a lot of us fail to realize is that that is the husband of Jada Pinkett, which means that that man knows everything about Jada Pinkett and what she is going through. So while we're here laughing or thinking it's funny, and he turns around and looks at his wife, that, from what my understanding, is what triggered him to get up and do what he did, because he saw his wife in pain from the joke. Now, another thing, in his book that he wrote, a lot of people may or may not be aware of this, but his dad used to beat the crap out of his mom. And he wrote in his book that he always felt like a coward. Like he never ever stood up for his mom when she was getting her ass beat. So again, that's another layer to it. Then you have to take into consideration, you don't know what Jada's journey has been with this. Jada could be fresh off of maybe trying to commit suicide. You know what I mean? Or this could have been something that could have triggered her to commit suicide. So there's so many different ways of looking at it. You know, and again, like I said, I'm not one for violence, but like I said, every once in a while, you got to chin check somebody. Now, I will say that me personally, I was surprised. I did not expect that from Will Smith. Like, I didn't expect him to go street like that, especially on his level. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
but that's how you know how personal it was for him. He wasn't going to go to the streets and have his goons handle that. He was going to handle that himself because he wanted to make sure that he sent the message. So,
Woo.
yeah, he definitely surprised me. But
Woo. Woo. You know what? T. Odlum, thanks for joining us. T. Odlum 12 says, totally agree with you. Juju, you
Yeah.
had your hand up. What'd you say?
So, Jody, I'm with you in certain aspects of this, right?
let's talk about it.
But like I was having a conversation with my coworker, because he was like, yeah, he heard about Jada having this, the alopecia, right? And I was telling him, because, you know, he was coming at me with the same things, like, oh, but you don't understand, like, you can't tell somebody how to react and all this other stuff. So I told him one point that I made with him is like, Chris Rock wasn't being malicious. He wasn't being any way, shape, or form aggressive. He wasn't trying to be, he was trying to be funny, but in the senses of being funny, that was not where he was coming from with it. Secondly, it was just like, I understand the personal experience Jada might have been having, but if she also understands the whole act, in a sense, of the Grammys and how things work out, she should also understand it was really quick, it was really short, and it was like a move on.
Oh,
Will
from
Smith
my
made-
understanding, she was uncomfortable with it though. Like she
Right, she
yeah.
was,
Yeah.
but it was like the uncomfortability was there not for that long, especially if you watch the clip. It's like it happened, blah, blah, blah. Will Smith made it more than what it was. And at the same time, I definitely agree with you that he made a statement. But I feel like for Will Smith, I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Because if so, from the time this entanglement thing came out with August Alsina, with Jada, he had to deal with his kids. You know, there's some other things wasn't going right with him in Hollywood. And I think that Chris Rock making this joke
it took it too far.
It was like he didn't know what he was doing. Like he was just the one. Like, bro, my bad.
But check it out. Here's the real tea. You ready for this tea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go to Instagram. Go to Will Smith Instagram and scroll down. Not too far down. You're going to see that he actually is, I think, executive producer or director, or he's over a whole comedic club or comedic company that's going to be live on television. And he said in his words verbatim that, you know, he's in agreement with the art and everything. So that is kind of what I think some people may be thinking about, the people that actually have done their research. It's like he's being a hypocrite, because here it is that you have a whole foundation, the whole thing that they're doing. And I would look right now, but I'm on my phone. That is called like Laugh a Lot or Laugh Something. Go to his Instagram, scroll a little bit, and you'll see it. So I think there's a lot of things that's out there right now for him that he's doing that makes people very
question.
That contradicts. Yeah, they make them question and contradicts or conflicts with how they really feel about it, you know. But I think it was definitely a lot more than just the situation with Jada. Like you said, I think that family has been poked and prodded. This was his first Oscar, not first nomination, but his first time winning an Oscar. You know, and it's like he probably was, even that within himself, with all the work that he's putting into the industry, he was like, I'm just now here. It's probably a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And some good ass weed that gave him that courage. And he was like, you know what? Chris Rock about to get these hands.
But that's the thing, Jody. That's what I was gonna say, is that he's known for being a funny guy. Like, I can't understand how he took this way when, you know, that's what he's about. He's known for being funny. And like you said, he has some stuff coming out. And everyone knows that that's just how it goes. But I'm trying to think, did Chris Rock know that she had this condition? That's my question.
No,
you think he knew?
I don't.
You think he knew?
Even if he did know, right? He was not coming from a malicious standpoint. It was the fact of the matter where it's like, my man, you just won an Oscar. So now, guess what? Jada about to come in, and she about to be the next G.I. Jane. That was really what it is. And I don't know if you really knew or not. People said that she has come out publicly. I don't know that. I've never seen it. I haven't seen an episode where she's
On
publicly
Red Table
said,
Talk.
right, but I've seen a couple episodes. But like I said, I don't know if he did his research. But even if he did know, I just feel like it didn't come from a malicious place. So again, Will Smith being a comedian, an old comedian, a back in the day comedian. Me and my coworker, he was saying that, oh, nah, you got to do your homework. Nah, my man. Comedian or
No, exactly.
comics are built on that. I said, look how they talk about black folks. Look how they make jokes about
Exactly.
white people. Look how they've been making jokes about gay and transgenders and
Exactly.
build this.
So what everybody is saying now, based on what you just said, the comeback for that is this is a different culture that we're in. And that these comedians need to adjust to the sensitivity of the new demographic, where you cannot talk about, back in the day, using, the F word for like the gay F word and stuff like that. And people throw those words all the time. It was not taken the way that it's taken now. So, when you have these old school comedians, like that's what they used to. They used to making fun of people with AIDS and crippled. Like I was into old school comedian. Like I followed it whenever I was able to go to stuff, I would. You know what I mean? And they were brutal. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at Dave Chappelle's last one that he did. Mind you, I love that man.
Yeah, he went in, but
he went in.
Funny. But my thing again, back in the day, I get it. Even like what's his name, Kevin Hart, he got canceled because he made the gay joke.
And it was not. It was a long time ago too. It wasn't like a recent.
But it caught up with him.
Right,
and
right.
Pat Williams the same way, Dave Chappelle. But the thing about it with Chris Rock didn't make a derogatory joke. He didn't make no type of joke that went towards the sensitivity of any global matters. It was literally comedy, and that was it. Again, where Will head was and what he was going through had nothing to do with Chris Rock. What Jada was feeling, I get it. But at the same time, Jada, pipe it down, Tatiana. You've been doing your thing. Stop the bullshit. That's what I feel like. I may be insensitive, but because I'm a person with a lot of health issues. But my thing is like, if somebody made a reference to that, I would have to take it in my head and be like, oh wait, but he didn't really know, or he didn't. I couldn't take it as personal as Jada did. And even if I did, I felt like Chris Rock did a good job by, he like kind of brushed it to say like, oh, come on, man, that was funny. And it was like, all right, it wasn't funny, my bad. And then all of a sudden you just see Will walking up there. Flap.
Ooh. Yeah, let me get Rosie in on this. T. Odlum in the chat said there's no excuse for making fun of someone's medical condition. So she is not having it at all. Rosita.
T, what's the fun?
Rosita, tell me, what's your view on this?
I can see it from both sides. Number one, like Shannon Shaw said today, you come at me, you put your hands on me, you getting your ass whooped. And when I see you outside, it's going to be on site every time. You don't put your hands on me, period.
Every time?
She said every time.
That's what Shannon said. I agree with him. Because at the end of the day, this is the Oscars. The whole world is watching. That is humiliating. That is emasculating. That is embarrassing. When you slap a man, notice he slapped him. He did not punch him. Slapping a man is derogatory.
Yeah.
That's very disrespectful. So you was getting your ass whooped. We was fighting on that stage. We was both getting kicked out. And after the show was done, I was kicking your ass again. That's number one.
Number two.
No, exactly.
It's like Beyonce and Dizzy.
I think weren't Beyonce and Jay-Z sitting like right behind them or right in front of them or something?
I don't know.
It was Lupita. First of all, and the next thing too, and people missed it. Will was laughing at first.
Exactly.
He was laughing. That's number one. Jada checked him. When Jada checked him, that's when he got up and did what he did at the end of the day. So he deserves to get his ass whooped for putting his hand on Chris in the first place, but he was laughing. That's my problem with that. Number two,
Damn.
you started crying in your acceptance speech and you apologized to the Academy, but not to Chris. So you knew damn well what you was doing. Number three, you want to come put a public apology later in the day because you want to, because of damage control. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. On the house,
Well, then.
I can understand him.
What y'all think I'm all?
I can understand him defending his wife. I could understand that. It came from a good place. That's his wife. He got checked and he like, you know what? Let me check myself. Let me check him because he was laughing. So he himself was wrong for laughing in the first place. So he had to
Dang.
do something to make that up. That's how I look at it. And
Ooh.
in regards to what y'all say too, all those kind of things that he had building up,
Yeah.
and it was the last
Yeah.
shot to hit the camel's back. But
Yeah.
then people have
Yeah.
to remember too, they have an open marriage and they went public with the open marriage.
Wait,
That's
what?
number two. They have an open marriage.
Was that ever confirmed?
Yes, they have said it. They have an
Yeah,
open
they came
marriage.
out public.
Their marriage is very public. What happened is Will has been doing his stuff on the side and his ladies does keep quiet. August didn't shut up because he catch feelings. That
Hey,
government thing happened in the
You
first
about
place
you.
after Will got embarrassed in the first place. They had an open marriage and they were separated at the time. People forget that.
Ooh.
But no
Mm,
problem with that though. But then
rocket.
medical is a different thing. I would say when it comes to health is a much more serious thing than the
Yeah.
entanglement business. I understand because it's your health, and it's something that she's been struggling with it. He's the one that's dealing with her crying at night, brushing
Yeah.
her teeth,
Yep.
comforting
Yep.
her. So I get it, but that don't give you the right to put your hands on me. No. What he could have done is you could signal him to stop. You know how you do that, shake your head, no, say something. No, if he signaled him to stop and he didn't stop, then yeah, he deserves to get a slap. You know?
He was done.
Of it. The same
But-
time.
But y'all, did y'all see Chris Rock reaction though? He took that and he said,
Thinking like
He ate it.
wow.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did. He absolutely did. He I don't know if anybody in the history of niggerdom that could have quite possibly
Ate
took that hit like that and kept it going. Like
and
he
kept
didn't
it
skip a beat.
professional Oscar.
Yeah.
Let me
He deserve an Oscar for that.
Well,
Yeah.
He deserved.
press charges. That's how lucky Will is. He did not press charges. So Will got lucky.
He didn't. And they didn't kick him
He
out.
should have gave
The
him an
next day.
Oscar.
Right. Listen, he
Taking
should
the
have won
best
the
spots
Oscar.
on camera.
They should have switched that Oscar, boy. They should have switched that Oscar and say, you know what? Matter of fact, Chris, this yours right here.
And
Yeah, I was very
not only
impressed.
but then y'all have to remember too, he not only humiliated Chris, he humiliated the Williams sisters. They took and not only
Yes.
that Oscar night,
Yes.
the whole-
That's
the whole-
right.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
It was dedicated to them, right?
remember he was nominated for Best Actor for
Yeah.
playing King Richard. So the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
Williams sisters were there. The whole crew for the King Richard movie was there. And not only that, for the first
Oh
time,
man, I
the
forgot about
people
that.
backstage were Black. Like it was an all Black people affair in the backstage hand. So he embarrassed not only himself, he embarrassed the Williams sisters, the King Richard movie people, and the same Black race, because for the first time, the Black race was doing what it had to do at the Academy Award, which is very rare.
Ooh, Rosetta,
And
you
this-
coming with it, boy.
Okay. She was ready,
Damn.
y'all. She was ready.
I was,
Damn.
You know what? No, and she's very
There's
convincing.
none. There's none. And
It
not
makes
only
sense.
that, people already have Black society already have Black people as violent. And you did that on a
Yeah.
public stage for the world to see at the Oscars. Like it's bigger than just a slap, it's bigger than defending your wife. And I get it.
Yeah.
I would love my husband to defend me, but you could have had a private situation, a private conversation backstage, or if you know something wrong with you, get help.
Yeah.
And you sitting in the front. That's the next thing. You in the front. You ain't think you don't get roasted?
But
Every
that's the-
celebrity in the front get roasted. Seriously?
And that's the thing is, I thought it was fake at first. Did y'all think it was fake at first when you saw the video?
Yeah, I thought it was fake news.
Yeah.
No,
No.
I don't think it
Yeah,
was fake
yeah.
because Will was out of character. That's not something Will would have done.
Yeah, I was
That's what I was
totally
thinking.
shocked about that. Like
Yeah.
that threw me the most. That
Yeah.
threw me
What
the
is it?
most. I was like, somebody needs to check on that man's mental health because that's
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm saying.
that's not
That's
him.
not him.
Yeah,
is
that's not
him
him.
at
He's never
all. It's
portrayed that.
Will.
He's never portrayed himself to
That's
be
why
that.
he's
If
never
anything, he's
been
more of
like
like the
that.
goofball.
Yep,
Yeah.
I agree, Jody. I agree. So something
Everybody,
is a trigger, like, ooh,
Will is going through the most.
yep. They said that wasn't Will. That was Mike Lowry.
Right.
Larry, oh Lord.
Oh
But you
my
can
gosh!
tell
Y'all know
Will
the
has been
internet
looking
don't
like
care.
Will has been looking like he's been going through the most for the longest.
It's
But
true. It's true.
He's
my
making
thing
them
was
moves
like,
though.
Fun.
He's making them coins though.
Yeah,
right.
he is.
But the better question
He
I
dropped
have,
1 or 2 movies every year at least. Like
And
so
he does it
clearly.
good, yeah. Sometimes you won't even tell because he acts so good.
Yeah.
You know, I
But I
have
got
an
a better question.
successful movie.
Go ahead.
Movie.
Go ahead, Juju.
Would he have done that if it was anybody else?
Like,
Another
like
comedian, huh?
Come
What do you
on,
mean,
I tell
like-
you, Jody, you quiet, ain't you?
what you mean? If who was someone else? If it wasn't Chris?
If it was
If
somebody
it was
else,
a
would he
white
have done that?
comedian.
Ooh.
If it was a white
If it
comedian.
was Dave Chappelle, if it was Kevin
Wow.
Hart, if it was Cat Williams, if it was Martin
Wow.
Lawrence, if it was
Y'all know
Wow.
my thing, if it was August Alsina, would you have got up and slapped him? Ooh,
And he
y'all
got every
quiet,
right
ain't y'all?
to.
Y'all
Exactly.
quiet, ain't y'all?
Yep. But hey, the joke too. Lil Duval, he tweeted all day today, and he was like, if he was Chris, he would have been in shock too. But best believe Will was catching these hands when the show was done.
Yeah.
Over,
Lil
out,
Duval-
okay, cut. He would have caught it right off the stage.
Right. He's right on the stage when he was accepting his Oscar. Lil Duval was
Yeah.
gonna get him.
Let me tell you something. That slap is gonna cost that family millions. You hear me?
Yes.
Millions.
Yeah.
I already know.
Now the Academy is launching a review.
Ooh, look, we have somebody in the chat giving some comments here. Thank you. Welcome, Tori. Tori said good evening. He's been going through stuff since Pursuit of Happiness or Concussion.
Oh,
Ooh,
yes.
and someone else wrote in there, said plot twist, it's almost 1st of April and Will and Chris gonna be like, haha, April Fools. Ah, he thinks they're gonna come out with April Fools.
I would be so mad. I would be so mad.
Oh my God.
That would be crazy though. That would
I
be
know
dope,
that
but it
would
would be crazy.
Well, you know, they said the ratings for the Oscar has been really down in the past.
Oh,
So yeah, like
So
it's
do you think it was scripted?
Oh.
that's the
But
thing is,
that-
I thought it was scripted at first, but now
Nah.
I'm like,
The
Nah.
reason why I knew it
He
was
would have done the apology if it was.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Right.
thinking.
Or
Plus
maybe it's a
because-
part of the whole act. I don't know. Now y'all got me
They said
confused.
the ratings went down 58% or something like that. It was really bad.
The reason why I think it was not planned is the way Chris moved out the way, because Chris really thought he was coming to the mic. Because if you really look at the clip, like he moves to the side a little bit, and then Will smacks him, and then he comes right back to the mic and just puts his hand behind his back, like, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. That's how I was like, wait, that didn't look too planned to me.
And then he sat down and said to him twice, keep my
Yeah.
wife's name out your effing
Out
mouth.
your
No,
mouth.
yep.
Yeah. Whew. So I have
So
a
Will was
question
a thug.
for the ladies. I got a question for any of the ladies or anyone on the chat who wants to talk. Because I remember one time my baby daddy, right? So we weren't together anymore. But when we were together, he always thought that I cheated with his roommate, right? So after we broke up and everything, we weren't together. And one night
girl.
I went out to this Caribbean club, right? So I'm dancing and everything. And this same roommate, comes up and tries to dance with me, tries to offer me a drink. He comes up to me a couple times and I'm like, no, no, thank you. And then around the third time, my baby daddy, which I didn't know was in the club, came up to him and bitch slapped him and says, "You wrong for doing that." And then they started fighting and everything in the club and got kicked out. Now, when this happened, that's where
I your pum pum good, my girl.
Pum pum turn up.
Yeah. Oh man.
And that's how, again, the open hand, that's disrespect, right? If you're
Yes.
not gonna punch the dude, the open hand, that's just like
Yes, that's
In
a-
the
son of a
face,
bitch.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
So I personally was embarrassed. Like
Yeah.
I actually like just walked away and then, they got kicked out. But I want to know from the ladies, like if somebody was to like kind of, initiate something like that, like in this case or mine, like would you feel like he was being chivalrous or would you feel like embarrassed? Like what would you guys do?
Jody, you want to go first? You can go first.
She didn't want to.
So it's crazy. It's crazy because I was on the phone with my man not too long before I got on here, and we were actually talking about it. So how I found out about this was I was on the phone with him. His mom was like, "Oh my God, did you guys hear about da 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 da?" So that's how I'm like, "Wait, what? Who did what?" I'm like, "Nah, Ma, you lying." And then we start Googling it together, and that's how we found out. So of course, the next question was, "Babe, would you do that for me?"
You were
So-
feeling it, huh?
Yeah, so here's the thing. One thing my man knows about me is that I'm about my coins. Okay. So he said, "Babe, there is no way that I would do that because you'd be more upset with me for doing that because we'll be fucking with our money." That was his response.
Wow.
he was like, however, you know what time it is. So that's so basically what he's saying is that, because he knows who we are, we're not gonna mess up our brand. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of that ass. We're not gonna mess up our brand and our money.
Right.
I will say this, Rosanna, this is something you said that kind of triggered me when you said that we already are struggling as a people to not be seen as monsters or
And
aggressive,
violence and
violent, and then for us to have these two icons,
Mhm.
go at it like that. When you said that, it got me someplace. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, damn. Will Smith. I mean, a lot of people look up to this guy.
Yeah,
A lot.
that's another thing too. Yep.
A
Yep.
lot.
A lot.
You
of
understand
people
what I'm
look up to
saying?
him. Yep.
So like this is fucking up a lot of people's head right now.
Yep.
A lot. So when you said that, I was like, she kind of right, Kinda right. Hold on.
And Tori Thomas in the chat said the sad thing is that if this overshadowed Will Packer producing it, Shaq and Steve Curry be the second and third basketball players to win an Oscar for the short film. So yeah, totally agree with you. Yeah. I didn't even look at it from that angle either.
Yeah, it messed up like all of that. And you remember the Oscars is like a white people or Caucasian kind of thing. So
yes.
And not only that, this is something that 98% of the world watching.
Watches,
You understand?
Oh yeah.
So,
Even if they didn't watch, they heard about it.
yeah, exactly. This thing went viral. You know,
Yeah.
Will Smith
Yeah.
as an individual by himself is a big name. So
Yes,
a lot
he's
of
a
people
brand.
were really, really shocked. But
He's a
anyway,
brand.
But
I know
Olivia happy.
Rosita, what would you do? How would you feel if a guy stood up for you in that fashion? How would you feel?
me gonna lie, my part will be like, yeah, get it. Inside, I'll be like, yeah. But the outside would be like, damn, like I would be embarrassed too on the outside because it's like this dude is kind of like a representation of me because I associate with them. So it's like, man, like y'all really behaving like that, like it would really mess up my image real, especially, and I'm a businesswoman. I'm a businesswoman in corporate America. So I can't have those kind of actions behind me, but instead I'll be like, yeah, get it. I'll probably get a little inflated ego. Like we like that. We as women like that. Men like it too.
I agree.
We like that attention. We like this mind fighting over us. Like, damn, we sexy, like we said, a good. We got the good,
Yes.
like, hey, but outside is like, hell no, like Jody said, you messing up my money. Like,
Yeah.
especially in corporate America, and I want to climb up this corporate ladder, you're not gonna be messing me up professionally. Nah.
But they said no publicity is bad publicity. So I'm sure they're gonna get all kind of, screen time because of this situation.
Yeah, they're gonna find a way to turn it around.
Yeah.
No, in this cancel culture, I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
very easy to knock somebody down.
Yep.
Very easy to knock somebody down.
Yep.
Well, if Will wasn't down, he down now. So he might as well go and cash his chips in for now. Take a seat for a minute, and just try to let him and Jada work out these issues, or him work out these issues that he got going on.
He needs to get help. He needs help. Like,
no, seriously, seriously.
Yeah, if like your mind not right, and go seek counseling, go do this, go do that. Because I think he was even going through it with Jaden, because Jaden been going through some stuff as well. So it's like all them stuff they're going through, because it was only one thing that Chris said. I could understand that he was going on and on and on, but from my understanding, it was one thing he said.
Literally one thing.
And that's what you're gonna do. And the thing is too, he was walking with a purpose. It's not like Chris was right there. He knew exactly how he was gonna hit him, and he knew exactly what he was gonna do, because
he's very calculated
to get there. Correct.
Yeah, he's very calculated.
Damn.
I'm telling you, Shanna.
So do you think? So y'all think that was a bitch move? Like, even though he saw, because if somebody's back turn, it's a bitch move. But when he was walking up to him, he didn't know he was gonna hit him, right? Like, he didn't give him time.
Nobody
give him time to get his stance or anything.
Ain't a bitch move. Ain't a bitch move, because he came at him directly, even though you didn't know what he was gonna do. It's like, my man's, he slapped you. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
However, real niggas from the streets, like, you come approaching them or you come in their space, they gonna be ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the kind of crowd that I'm used to. Like, if I see you all of a sudden in one of my peripherals,
that's your
my
problem.
eyes locked on you, and I'm staying ready for whatever you might possibly come with. So, and especially
Personal
he knew
space.
like this, like, Will wasn't supposed to be on the stage. This wasn't a part of that. I'd have been mad suspicious and had I would have been ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what you doing? Why you coming so close? You know?
But I really think he thought he was coming in the mic, because, like I was saying, like, if you look at it, he moved over a little bit. Like,
he did.
I don't think he knew that even Will was coming to do that.
Nah.
But I still won't say that was a bitch move. It wasn't a bitch move, but Will, you got one over. That's what I'm saying.
The way how that slap, like, it was a bitch slap at the end of the day. That's the most degrading thing you could do to a man. And
it was intentional.
Tori Thomas, let me tell you what Tori Thomas in the chat said. Even sports shows were talking about it. There has been tension between Will and Chris since 2016, when he made that joke about Jada, about her boycotting it.
Yes, I heard about that.
Will cry me a river.
No, but it's been said that Will actually told Chris before in the past not to make jokes about Jada.
What?
Yes,
really?
I read that. So
somebody gonna have to tell me, because if that's the case, then
nah.
I guess,
right.
I may guess could see why he slapped him, but
nah,
my thing
man,
is,
come on.
Like, there's so many other people. So many other people thugged up on you, and you did what Chris did when you slapped him. Nothing.
Because he probably knew Chris's character. That's why I think he got away with it with Chris. Because he probably knew Chris wasn't gonna do nothing.
If it was somebody else, would he still have done it?
Exactly.
My man, August Alsina called you out. I've yet to see you step up to the plate yet.
Rick Ross made a song with him too. You gonna tell me about entanglements? Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, that song is fire, y'all.
It was a fire song.
You ain't do nothing. And then
the streets. Sorry, y'all. That's my jam. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And then on Fly, somebody went up when he was performing, somebody came up on the stage, and DC on Fly whooped their behind on the stage, okay?
Ooh,
so
y'all be
when was that, down here?
Whoop them.
Yeah. Ooh, so Juju, you didn't tell me from you. Tell me how what would you,
and that's how I
expected
that to play out.
What would you stand up or not?
What I do what Will did?
Yeah.
No. Wait, oh,
See, no, I
no?
wouldn't have done what Will did. And it doesn't, and I really think if Will had sat there, it wouldn't make him more or less than a man.
Right.
And you're talking about me. I'm totally different. Like if Jay, first of all, I'm laughing. And if I'm laughing at you, I'll be like, babe, come on, that was funny. You know? But if she'd be like,
Right.
nah, it's like, oh, my bad. I'm gonna shut
Right.
up. But at the same time, I'm not about to get up and walk to Chris and be like, flap, and then sit down. Nah. Nah, B, it's not that serious.
Flop, Jesus.
Like,
Not the
babe,
flop.
right,
Nah,
babe, I
man.
love you, but it's really not that serious.
No, I love that too, though. He took a little while to get there.
Yeah, I just felt like, who said it earlier? I think it was Jody or someone. It was just too strategic where they were sitting and how all this transpired. Like, it's
Yeah.
just so weird. He was right there, like in the front, right there. Like, that's just so weird.
You know what
Yeah.
they said too? They said they had rehearsals the night before.
But
And
wait,
he
Oh,
was
but
so
then-
you think Will had it planned out? He was like, okay,
No. They had,
let me
Right.
see that
Okay.
script. Let me see that script. Oh, right.
Yeah, they had rehearsals the
Okay.
night before. They
All
rehearsed
right.
and everything, and they said that Will was there, and he did not say anything. But again, it wasn't Will's reaction. It was Jada, because he was laughing at first.
Yeah.
Jada was the one that was rolling her eyes and said it wasn't funny. So when Jada checked him, is when he got up and checked Chris, because he okayed it.
Somebody brought a good point. Tori, thank you for joining. Says, again, someone on Facebook made a valid point stating it's Will's job to protect Jada, but it's her job to protect him too. So as soon as he got
Yeah.
up, she could have
Yeah.
grabbed his arm and calmed him down.
Yes, yes, good point.
no, see, because Jada, she like Jodine a little bit. She like to see that shit, and it's like, yeah, babe, go ahead, daddy, do your thing. That's how she was secretly, but she was trying to play a boss lady and just
You don't
sit
know my
on the red
life,
table.
okay?
Jada, sit down somewhere and go on the red table talk about it. Anybody care? But she should have definitely been like, all right, babe, I get what you about to do. I understand the gesture was great, but you know,
Appreciate it.
But did she know what he was gonna do? Maybe she thought he was just gonna grab the mic and
Excuse
say
me.
something. He didn't walk up
Excuse
there
me.
like,
excuse
yes,
me.
yes.
No. If you was not supposed to get up and you got up, I am gonna be like, Nikki, please sit down.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
he
Shady,
didn't, he didn't
sit
seem like
down.
he walked up with aggression. Like he looked like he was just walking up to the mic. Like,
Like
No,
a
he
walk
was
like
walking
a
with a
runway.
purpose, Nicole.
huh?
Mhm.
He was walking with a purpose. It was
Yeah, it was the walk for me.
Yeah.
It was the
It was the walk.
When he turned around and he adjusted that 3-piece suit,
Yeah, and you saw his
I
face.
was like, it's like, what?
Did y'all see his face though? Did y'all see his face though when he walked, like he looked into the camera after he slapped him?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Wait, but did you hear?
Exactly what
Did you hear
he was doing.
the tweet that the son, I think Jordan or whatever, the son sent out
Jaden?
afterwards? Jaden.
Jaden,
Yeah.
what did he say,
Say.
Jody?
He said on his way, he said that's how we do it, or something like that. But
Jaden.
yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna leave the
yeah,
children
that's how we do
alone.
it.
I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
the children alone. Because we're
Yeah.
on my doorstep.
But-
I'm gonna leave the children alone.
Yeah,
Right.
he said
That's
that's
like-
how we do it.
Before y'all get my channel shut down,
Right.
leave the man
I'm gonna let
channel
the
alone.
children be. Even though he fair game because he over age, but I'm gonna let the children be. I need look. I need to know the future, Nikki. I'm worried about your channel, baby.
Like, you're not gonna mess with her brand. You're not gonna mess with the
Right,
brand.
exactly. I'm not gonna mess with her bag. Feel me?
Y'all funny. But
So
you know
y'all
what's
think-
gonna happen though? Like, it's gonna blow over at the end of the day, but there's gonna be like a stain on his legacy for real, because that's
Yeah.
something that he can erase. He will never be able to erase that, especially that was his first time winning an Oscar too.
Yes,
He really,
like
he screwed himself business wise. He really screwed himself, and there's no telling what the Oscar is gonna do now that they launched a review. Like, they can actually rescind that statue from him. They can do it.
Whoopi Goldberg is on the board for the Academy, and she did
Oh,
say that they're not gonna take it away.
They're not okay. So they made that
Oh, they
already?
said that?
Yeah, that's what Whoopi said, that they're not gonna take it away because she's on the
Whoopi.
board.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whoopi
that's
can't
'cause-
afford to.
Oh, because it was black on black violence. So
No.
that's okay,
She can't
right?
afford to because of that crazy
If
shit.
he would've-
Right.
Hard.
that's just
And that
them.
crazy
They're
part.
just
shit on
playing.
the view.
That's how they play.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
how they
Whoopi
handle
got-
those situations.
She got a double-edged sword though, because Whoopi in some hot water from what she said on The View.
Yeah, she was in some hot water the other day, not too long ago
What she
too.
do?
Yeah, they kind of took off The View for a little while, I think.
Talking about
Oh,
she said the Holocaust wasn't really, correct me if I'm wrong, but she was saying the Holocaust wasn't really about killing Jews or something like that.
Yeah, something about the Holocaust
But I
wasn't
think- I
really
think- I
about
think- I
something.
think what she said was misconstrued though, but I'm not too clear on it. But it was something about the Holocaust wasn't really about
The Jews,
killing Jews.
like killing
which-
Jews. And I think she made like a slavery
reference.
reference, I think, and they were trying to
Okay.
put it like balance it. I if I'm not mistaken, but yeah,
I
she
don't
And
know.
then
hot
Help us
water.
in the chat. Help us in the chat. Y'all remember? Help us in the chat.
They
Hey,
was
Kila
a
Bila.
beautiful
Kila Bila said, "Nah, I was keep my wife name at your mouth."
All right, Keela, where you from? Richmond Heights?
Okay, y'all. So, in conclusion, what y'all think will happen to Will? You think he's gonna ride past this? You think he's gonna
I
lose
think
money?
he's gonna be fine.
I think he's gonna be fine too.
Yeah.
I don't think there's. I think the
You
heat
know-
of this is over. If anything, he did to himself is he gonna get more jokes from more people.
Yeah, that's true too.
Are they gonna
But-
joke with him now though?
Yeah. They still are.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
they
have
still
to,
are.
like-
A conspiracy theorist would say that it is an agenda to take down our Black legacies. Bill Cosby
Right.
was the first, and now Will Smith. So I don't know. I hate to put that out there, but
Wow,
but see,
Jody,
black on black crime, though, Jody. Black on black crime, though.
No, but then what Jody just said though, like it kind of coincides with what I was saying. He's like the fourth Black man to win an Oscar. All the people backstage at the Academy were Black. Like they were in charge of everything. Black people were in charge of everything at the Academy. And then you choose that night to do that, to be triggered for
Yeah.
one thing that he said. The timing was just weird. No, again, I understand him defending his wife. I mean, hell, that's his wife. That's how you feel, defend. And if you got triggered, or if you know you need help, get help. Because there's such a thing as controlling your emotions. And 98% of the time, people believe that your emotions can be controlled.
'Cause that's
and
what
he was
that's
back
what
in
he
the
told
and he
third.
talks a lot about discipline too, like that. And I think that's what threw me
Yes.
off. That's
Yes.
what threw me off. I'm like, wait a minute, sir. What? I'm confused.
Yes.
Oh,
The
yeah.
really
pursuit of
hoping-
happiness was all about that. That's what he was teaching Jaden.
I'm
In
really
the
hoping
movie.
it's the April Fool's thing, man. I'm really
It got
hoping
to
it's
be.
that.
That's the
Well, some
conspiracy
people still
theory.
think it's a stunt, a publicity stunt, but only time will tell. But I
Yeah.
think these apologies came out. I mean, like, I heard for Chris because it's like, man, like, and it's been said that he really didn't know. Now,
But did
I
Chris
feel
say anything?
He just
I'm
said
sorry?
he's not pressing charges. I haven't really heard anything other than that.
Oh,
Yeah,
he didn't come
but-
out in public saying anything, or in the.
I haven't heard
He
anything.
put out a public
Oh.
apology. He put out a public apology to the. He put out an apology to the public, I should say. But
Ooh.
it is in.
Oh, Chris Rock did?
Yes, he put out an apology today as well earlier
For what?
for what he said.
Chris.
He put out an apology.
I need to
yeah.
read that one. I didn't see that one. I need to read that one.
And then
I'm
he was
curious to
saying
see.
that he said jokes about a medical condition, something
But
about
he
the lines
didn't.
of making jokes about a medical condition shouldn't be happening and blah 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 blah. He takes full responsibility. So he did put out an apology earlier in the day.
Okay.
My heart hurt for him too, because at the end of the day he's a comedian, and it's been said that he did not know about her condition.
Okay.
If it turned out to be true that, everything was okayed, and now all of a sudden it's not. Like, what the hell? It's confusing to him, you know? And he
Yeah.
took that in stride, he took it like a champ, and he didn't fight back.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the slap. It didn't look like the slap hurt that much though. Like he came back.
Well, no,
Yeah.
Will came from back here with that. He came from back here.
Nah,
He came
my man's
up
ate that.
like this, okay?
Wow, you know when it hurt, like you grabbed the
National
cheek.
study. You on national TV.
Nothing.
I
You on
promise
national
you,
TV.
I felt like afterwards, Chris' mouth was like this. I promise you. Like, just look at it afterwards, y'all. I promise.
A little
You're
rise,
gonna see
right?
one is off a little bit more. I promise you. I
But
promise you.
anyway, they said that his face was bruised though. They didn't say he had
Yeah.
a bruise in his face.
Listen, that
Damn.
slap came from Kingdom Come,
You hear me?
and he delivered
Behind
the
that.
people of
Listen,
Israel.
you think about he put August's face on Chris' face and he slapped it. That's what he was doing.
Right, but my man Chris ate that like he was a true African, though.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
God.
sorry. He ate
Julian!
it. He said, "I want you to eat me again."
Julian!
Yeah. No disrespect, my African people. I love y'all, but I'm just saying, y'all strength. Y'all got some strengths.
Oh my God, Julia.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't put my disclaimer on this. The views expressed in this
I do not
episode do
own
not
rights.
necessarily reflect the views of My Comfy Couch. This is an open forum. Viewer discretion is advised.
What she
Yeah.
said.
What?
I'm telling you, my man ate that like it was nothing, but that was Kingdom Come. I'm sure that slap.
But
I'm
you know
sure
you were
if you
fighting,
could-
right? I know you were fighting on stage, boy.
Will?
I know.
Oh, I would have had to
Mhm.
catch myself. Somebody would have to come and get me.
Oh,
Ain't no way you finna slap the bejesus out of me like you my mama.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you finna walk away? Oh,
That's
No,
like a
it's
trigger
not.
for a black person. I
Yes.
really feel that. It's a trigger for a black person, especially for a black man. Like a slap.
I slap.
Ooh.
That's what makes
And
it
all my
worse.
life I had to fight. Oh my
It's
life.
emasculating. It's
Yeah.
emasculating.
Yeah, because
Oh
when you
my
think about it,
God.
a pimp, right? A pimp slaps a bitch.
Yep.
Right, like my man didn't even ask where the powder at.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
He just slapped them.
On.
With not even with powder. Yeah, that was
Chris.
crazy.
Yeah, it looks
Chris,
like
my
some
man.
people in the chat agreeing that, he had other stuff going on. Like he was just sick and tired of them, making
Yeah.
jokes, entertainment jokes, and now about his wife. They just need to stop playing with Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Right.
Say, Chris
But
took that-
however, they're gonna stop playing now though.
right, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. This
Oh.
stuff is coming.
But right
Let me
now,
tell you.
like, nah, I can't say this, but
No. Wait, look,
Nah.
Nikki.
Mm-mm.
Look. Wait, y'all want
So
me to say
Kathy
this?
Griffin,
Nah,
Kathy
man.
Griffin actually came out and she said that she's now fearful as a comedian as well as other comedians that there are going to be other people that what the fuck, my cat? What is wrong with you? She
Babe.
feels like there's other people. Sorry, y'all. She feels like other people are gonna try to mimic the Will Smith and feel like it's okay if they're offended to just go up and start smacking comedians.
Yep,
And I thought about that as
precedent.
well.
Yep.
especially if
I
you
thought
don't
about
have
that
any
as well.
ramifications, like he was still able to accept the award after that, right? It's
And
like,
he didn't
when they do that?
Exactly.
How can you assault someone in front of the world and then still
He went and
Keep
sat
on
down in
going.
his chair.
Yep. Yep.
What'd you
He went
say?
and sat down in his he went and sat down in his chair as if he was just going to get some tissue and come back right back. Like he
Yep. Yep. No, it's true. They escort him out. Nothing.
nothing.
I was
Nothing.
like, wow.
Nothing.
Wow. But what you just
Oh
said
my
that
God. Ooh, somebody in the chat said, where was all that energy when the entanglement was going on?
Ooh, that's what I was trying to say. Like, what's up, Bill? What's up?
Oh,
Like, talk to me nice, my man.
you know. Wow. That's how we playing tonight, y'all.
Yeah, like we'll
That's
go
how we
ahead
playing
and-
tonight.
Come on.
I see how y'all doing. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
A little
Damn.
G.I. Jane joke you can't take me.
Damn.
No, honestly, I ain't gonna lie though. Honestly, when I heard that song and everything, I was like, okay, I was just waiting for Will Smith to say something on social media, like something. Like I was on his shit. I had the notification set to on. I wanted to know when Will Smith addressed it. He said nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, and I googled the hell out of it. Okay, he said nothing. I couldn't get no tea from nobody.
Nothing. He said nothing, Jody. Nothing. After she embarrassed you on TV. But the problem is, if August didn't say nothing, you know, it would have been a deal, but August opened his mouth. Jada and Will been doing this stuff on the side for how long? They have an open marriage. They've been saying they have an open marriage. It's been known.
That was just a rumor.
No, they
Oh, that's true.
marriage.
Yeah, my
Really?
man. Mhm.
Yeah, they admitted they
So
have an open marriage.
And that's why she was saying, like, Will, me and you weren't even together. Like, come on, like, relax, pipe it down, like, you know. But my thing is like, come on, Jada, if you about to thug it out, I need you to thug it out all the way. Now, don't try to half step now and be feeling some type of way. And oh my God, Will, stand up for me, girl. If you don't keep that entanglement energy and stop playing with me.
But I think the difference is because it was medical. I think, you know, the difference is it was being medical, you know.
Medical instead of vaginal. Vaginal versus medical.
Wow.
Where
That's how
was
we
the
doing it tonight.
Medical.
situation? Where was it at? Where was it at?
We don't know.
Where did he talk about her alopecias?
Well, I guess
August was struggling
thought
with
that he
mental health issues too.
who has mental health issues?
And I said August was struggling with mental health issues too.
Oh, yeah.
He's been struggling with
Yeah.
mental health issues for a long time.
Yeah,
Listen,
like-
I commend my man August. He did what to do, and he's working it right now. I get it. We're not even worried about that. We trying to worry about how Will needs.
And then Rick Ross got on that. I was like, oh, okay.
Everybody got a song, Entanglement.
It's a
It's like
job,
3-4 songs.
Yo, it's on my playlist, yo. I love that song. I love that.
Shame on y'all.
That was a good year.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the outcome of the review of the Academy.
Yes.
Even if Whoopi said that they're not going to take it away from him, I think something will be done regardless. They're going to do something. We just don't know.
I'm scared. So, okay. Rox. Is it Roxana? Rosanna. Okay, so big friend. What do you think they're going to do to Will Smith?
I don't know, you know, but Whoopi said they ain't going to take it from him, but I think to preserve their image, I think there's gonna be some kind of a repercussion. I just don't know what, but that's
what I'm saying. Like, what can they really do outside of take away the Oscar? And that's what I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And Chris Rock is not pressing charges, so like, what
can they do exactly?
You know, they did make a little statement that they don't support that kind of
behavior. So they
maybe
could
the statement will be enough for now.
Well, they could take him off air. Like they could like take certain things out of it, like what they did with Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle and
they're gonna take him out of circulation.
Yeah, they probably take him out of circulation.
Too,
put him to sit down real quick, or maybe put him behind the scenes.
You see how they can't take black people nowhere. They don't have to behave.
Right. Or they might find him.
Somebody said Kanye, what?
Right. Or they might find him.
Right. So that's why Beyonce was looking like that, because she was like, okay, this is another situation. I forgot about that. And Kanye would have been. That's crazy. Crazy. But again, mental health was a part of that as well, because he had just lost his mom. She went in to get her a breast augmentation and died. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't have a dad. His mom was everything to him. And I think once again, I keep saying it because I'm a proponent for it, but we don't do enough of ensuring that our loved ones are getting help, you know, helping them to walk through. We make them feel so guilty about it, especially the Caribbean culture. Lad, you're mad. You're mad now. You're turning mad woman. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the type of things that you hear. but that discourages you. But we have to push past that, and we have to realize that we can be so much stronger and so much healthier as a people if a lot more of us work on our mental health. We have a lot of damage. We have a lot of damage.
Jody. All right. That was a good closing remark, because we got to make our closing remarks. But first, I want to give a shout out to everyone in the chat, keeping it live and popping. Hi, Mimi, Keela, Tori, keeping it popping. And thank you for T for joining us too. Final remarks, Jody. I really like that one. That was a good kind of like closing remark. Juju, Rosita, what y'all have to say? Closing remarks.
To piggyback off of Jody, there's such a thing as toxic masculinity as well. And a lot of people think, and society looks down on men and perceive them as weak for them not getting help. And I think that's a struggle with them on a whole. And they have to look past what society thinks and get the help that they need, because nothing beats a peace of mind. And if you don't get help, you'll never be at peace. And stop worrying about what other people say or what other people think, and just do you. Get better.
Right. Love it.
Yeah. Good one. Mm-hmm.
Y'all can leave any last comments in the chat. Juju, you have anything before we head out?
No.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Live discussion. I love it. Jody, Juju, Rosita.
Yeah.
This was fun.
What happens, right? To be continued. Let's see what happens.
Right. We'll all come back on after everything happens. After it, we're gonna all come back again, and we're gonna talk shit about it. Okay?
April Fool.
All right.
Yeah. We're gonna come back live and talk about it, because then I'm gonna start cussing some people out. I'm just saying. So let's. All right, guys. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Thank you. See you guys next time. Toodles.